You know where you are?
This is Nollywood Pictures TV.
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 Nollywood Pictures TV. Nollywood Pictures TV.
Keep watching
Nollywood Pictures TV.
And you subscribe.
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 Subscribe. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
You will be happy to subscribe
Now.
Chidema, her head maid, is there with her. Other maidens wanted to stay, but the doctor asked them not to. So she alone is there, Your Majesty.
Yes. This is the king. Talk to me.
Your Majesty, this is Dr. Lugat.
Dr. Lugat, how are you?
Your Majesty, I understand how busy your schedule is. Why I'm pleading with you to give this an urgent consideration. I need you at the hospital, sir.
Want to see me in the hospital? Dr. Lugat. See here, if your call is about bills, I'm going to send my head of guards immediately to you with the kind of money you want. You should know that payment of hospital bills wouldn't be any of my problems.
Your Majesty, this call is not about money.
Well, what is the call about then?
It's about your wife.
What about my wife? Is she not responding to treatment? Oh, come on, doctor. Talk to me, don't keep me in the dark. What is it about my wife?
I'm so sorry, Your Majesty. We managed, by the grace of God, to deliver her a bouncing baby.
Goodness. Doctor, that's awesome. And is that why you want me there in the hospital? Listen, doctor, I never could be bothered about whether my wife delivered a male or a female child. Huh? A child is a child. Or maybe you want to tell me that my wife is not happy that she was delivered of a baby girl?
She didn't even see the child, Your Majesty.
What do you mean she didn't even see the child?
Your Majesty, she gave up just as the baby came out. We did everything we could to revive her, Your Majesty. But our effort could not use any results. Your Majesty. Hello, Your Majesty. Are you there? Oh!
doctor called. She was delivered of a baby girl, but she gave up the ghost as soon as the child came.
Why? Why would it be me? Why? Why would it be now? Why? Why me? Why me? Why would my daughter join her mother in the world beyond? Just suddenly like that. Suddenly. Why?
Please, comport yourself at this moment of sad bereavement. Remember that young ones are listening to us. They're looking at us. What happened is actually very, very unfortunate. But we can't question God.
I'm not questioning God. I'm not questioning God, but this is too hard on me. My daughter, I gave to the king just a year ago, is now being counted among the dead. Why?
My brother. Actually, she died. But her daughter survived. Take it easy. Do you think that this is a wise thing for us to do at this time? Ichienwabeze, my in-law, might misunderstand us. Ichienwabeze is my brother, my own brother, and he knows I can be trusted, so you don't bother. Why did you call me? Our daughter died, and her daughter survived. We want to take custody of that child. She will come back to Ezeama as a full grown-up girl. But for now, we want to take responsibility for bringing her up. That daughter of hers that survived is a princess of Ezeama kingdom. And I sincerely doubt if His Majesty the King will permit that request of yours. That a princess of Ezeama kingdom be raised in another land. Well, you have to try and convince the king. Let him understand. That child will be a perfect consolation to my brother. What is it?
Do you know how much I paid you? Ever since you started working as a witch doctor here in Ugama, have you been paid that kind of money? Why did you give me the useless thing that killed only the woman? I want even the daughter to die.
Woman, don't ever say that the threat of violent termination is a useless thing.
So why didn't you kill the daughter? Why did you kill just the woman alone?
Many people in Ugama believe that Aki Kenga died in his sleep. His death was never investigated. He was buried in peace.
Why are you discussing Aki Kinga with me? I am not here to discuss Aki Kinga. I am here to discuss the useless threat you gave to me that killed the woman and not the daughter. That daughter of hers is not worthy to live. I want you to get busy. Kill her in that hospital incubator. She must die.
My greatest problem with you is that you talk too much. Aki Kinga was buried in peace, but he didn't die in peace. You know it. That great man of Ugama was killed by your foot soldier. Let me ask you, do you think you can succeed in all?
What are you trying to say? Are you accusing me of murder?
That little girl bears the mark of Ama, the goddess of Ezeama people. Any effort you are making to kill her is foolishness. Let me advise, leave her alone.
I see in her a child that bears the mark of Ama. It will not be possible for me to kill that woman, and I would even advise you to leave her alone.
I want to pay you double of what I paid you before you gave me the threat that killed the evil woman of Useli. For Aki Kinga to say that that woman cannot be killed, but yet you killed her, shows that you are a powerful person than Aki Kinga. Please tell me. Tell me how much you want me to pay you. I will pay you double. I want you to kill her, please.
There's an impression I want to correct here before you. I did not kill the woman of Usile. You did, and her blood is on your head. That girl bears the mark of Ama, the goddess of Ezeama people. I cannot kill that girl, and you better know it now. If you insist on killing her, do it yourself.
How do you expect me to do that? I cannot strangle a little child.
Woman, do it anyhow you want it, but exempt me. Exempt me. She bears the mark of the goddess. If you insist on killing her, woman, don't allow her to be named Ada by the king. Once the king names her Ada, she is not only the Ada of the king, but she is the Ada of Ama. Any effort trying to kill her will be very, very risky.
If it is money, I will give you. You will get money. But you see, doctor, I need this child to be under the watchful eyes of you medical experts here until she is weaned.
Your Majesty, I understand what you're asking, and I would have loved to give you that assistance. But the truth of the matter is, that baby does not deserve this environment anymore. She needs a home and not a hospital. The maiden that was left with your late wife has been very wonderful. And I know she can take good care of that.
Which of the maidens are you referring to? Chidima, her head maiden?
Your Majesty, I don't know her name, but I mean the same maiden that was left with the late queen. She has been very excellent. And I know she can be of great help in raising up this child. And the baby wouldn't even feel the absence of the mother.
No. My first wife would be interested in nursing this child. You needed to have seen how she wept uncontrollably the day the baby's mother died.
Your Majesty, at this point, there is no need of giving the baby another nanny. The maiden has been so used to the baby and the baby also to the maiden. She's the one taking care of her, bathing her, feeding her. Your Majesty, she's like a mother to her. Let's allow her to continue her good work. Let's not change hands now.
Why will that evil child survive when her mother died? That palace is my place, and I'm not going to allow anyone interfere in my peace. Never.
I discussed extensively with the family of deceased Queen. They have offered to nurse the baby. According to one of them, it is going to be a perfect way to console your in-law, Ichie Nwabeze of Osile.
I have taken a decision regarding the nursing of this child, and I do not intend to go back on that decision.
And what have you decided on, Your Majesty?
Take your time. Because of the love you had for your late queen, I have entrusted every responsibility about the nursing of this child into your hands. Is that understood? If there is anything you need, do not hesitate to let me know. Okay? I am taking her off every responsibility in this palace. She reports directly to me.
No problem, Your Majesty. Consider it done.
Good.
You are the king, and I trust your judgment completely.
You know, she is the Ada of this palace. She is also the first Ada of this kingdom. Good. She deserves to be nurtured in this palace. Come on, come on.
My problem with you is that you don't know when you have insulted someone. How can you entrust the caring of a newborn baby to an ordinary maid when I am here in this palace? That maid is just a girl. She doesn't know anything about child's upbringing.
See, that maid was recommended by the doctor to take care of this child. I have no intention of going back on what the doctor recommended.
Your Majesty, please, Biko, I don't want us to argue on this. Very soon the news will spread all over the kingdom that a male maid is taking care of the child. The women will think I don't want to raise that child. And I want to correct that impression right away. I'm going to nurse that child by myself.
Your Majesty, at this point, there is no need of giving the baby another honey. The maiden has been so used to the baby and the baby also to the maiden. She's the one taking care of her, bathing her, feeding her. Your Majesty, she's like a mother to her. Let's allow her to continue her good work. Let's not change her.
See, my queen, you have many things to do in the palace and even beyond. Why not concentrate on those things and leave this child with a maid?
Why do I have this feeling that you don't trust me? Why? Have you ever considered what the women will say?
I am considering the proper upbringing of this child. I still remember, my own son, your own son too, that you raised. You practically left this child with the nannies. You never could do anything. If that was how you would treat your own child, what would be the fate of this child?
Are you possibly telling me to my face that I'm not a good mother? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I am not a good mother!
Listen, my queen, now listen to me. I have just taken a decision. And I do not intend to go back on that decision. Please, please.
I bow in greetings, Your Majesty.
Yes, Jodema.
Your Majesty.
Rise.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
So, how is my baby?
The baby is doing very well, Your Majesty. She's growing every day.
Splendid. Splendid. So very, very happy to hear that my baby is good. Yes, I called you here to inform you that you have been promoted. The head of guards has been fully briefed. Henceforth, you are no longer a maiden, so you will not be wearing maiden uniforms.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty. I'm honored, Your Majesty.
Yes, you see, in this palace, I have more than enough money to take care of my comfort, to take care of the comfort of every person living in this palace. So, I am ready for you. I am particularly ready to provide for my girl, my baby. So, you need anything, you come to me. Okay?
Thank you so much, Your Majesty. I truly appreciate this.
You do not owe me anything. In fact, it is the other way around. I owe you everything. Do not forget, I am there, waiting 24 hours a day. All right?
I have heard as you have said, Your Majesty. It is very encouraging to get the assurance from you that we have enough money to take care of my baby and I. Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
Good. Beautiful. You may leave.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Yes. My beautiful, caring nurse. I pray that God will give you a good, caring husband who is going to make you happy.
Chidinma, are you there? Chidinma.
Good afternoon, Your Majesty.
Where's the baby?
She's inside.
Can I see her?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. She's asleep. I can't wake her up.
As from tomorrow, I want you to bring the baby to me. I will start bathing her by myself.
Why you, Your Majesty?
Because you don't know anything. That girl is a princess and must be raised with utmost care. I don't want you to continue bathing her so that you won't leave her with body odor. Oh yes.
Why are you saying all this to me, Your Majesty? Your Majesty, I know she is a princess and I treat her as one. I can compromise everything, but I cannot compromise that child. I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
I can see how stubborn you can be. And I know exactly what to represent in this palace. But I deal with you. Monsieur Ife or for you now is. Your face is very bright today, and I'm always happy anytime I see your face like this.
Well, my ears are itching to hear what you want to tell me this morning.
Can you excuse me? I want to talk to my husband alone.
I hope you're not here to say anything about Ada. I'm not willing to discuss my princess this morning.
Don't allow her to be named Ada by the king. Once the king names her Ada, she's not only the Ada of the king, but she is the Ada of Ama. Any effort trying to kill her will be very, very risky.
What did you just call her?
I called her Ada. She's the Ada of this palace and the first Ada of the land.
This is unacceptable! Naming of a girl child is the responsibility of a woman, and I am the woman in this palace! How could you go ahead to name her Ada without consulting me?
My queen, I'm not preventing you from giving her any name. I'm not stopping you from naming her. She is the princess, our princess, and she has a right to have many names. So, go ahead and name her. Go ahead and give her any name you want to call her. For me, I have named her Ada, and that's the name she bears for me.
Ada is not just any kind of name you can give to any girl in the palace. Her mother is late. You cannot call that evil child who killed her mother Ada.
I forbid you. Don't ever call her an evil child. That child bears the mark of the goddess of Ezeama. And she's part of the future of this kingdom. So, don't you ever call her an evil child again. Never again.
The problem now is that he already named her Ada before mentioning it to me.
How do you want me to get involved with that? Let me advise you. Leave that child alone.
How can I leave her alone? What's going on with her? Even the king himself has told me she is part of the future of Ezeama kingdom. Her staying there, her continued existence in that palace is a threat to my peace. Please, I want you to kill her. Just mention your price. I will pay, please.
I am surprised that you are still coming to me for solution when I've already told you what to do. If you are sure you want to kill her, do it yourself. Mwawu Obadala of Ugama will not get involved in the exit of anybody with the mark of the god or the goddess. Mbao, ya blue nanti.
Taking good care of little George. Chop, baby.
I am so happy I am the maid. Your Majesty, I am so honored to be the maid that the king selected to nurse the child.
Chidima, I have come to apologize. Yet, I'm sorry for the way I have been treating you in this palace. I realize I was unnecessarily harsh to you. That's why I've come to say I'm sorry. I hope you understand.
I understand, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, you are the Queen Mother. You have the right to get angry with anybody.
I also realize you have a good heart. Push the baby over to me. Let me just play with the baby.
Okay, wait.
Chup chup baby! Oh baby! Oh baby! The baby is growing so fast. Yes! And please, just get me something cold to drink.
Okay, Your Majesty. Juice or water, Your Majesty?
Anything cold.
Okay, Your Majesty.
Chup chup baby. Chup chup. Chup chup.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
Yes.
Can I have the child?
Why?
Your Majesty, I have to be with the child at all times.
My friend, go and get me something cold to drink.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. The king entrusted this child in me. I should be with the child at all times.
What are you insinuating? Are you insinuating that I want to harm the child or what?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I'm not insinuating that. But the king entrusted this child on me. I have to take the child, Your Majesty.
I can see you gradually creating yourself as an enemy against me. I wonder who the hell you think you are.
Your Majesty, I'm just a maid in the palace, Your Majesty. I'm not going to be here all my life. I'll get married and leave the palace, Your Majesty. But while I'm here, I have to take care of this child. I'm very sorry, Your Majesty.
Chidima, you are beating more than you can chew. I am sure that very soon my useless husband will start lusting after you. That fool that I married may even decide to make you his wife to further insult me. Chidima, the cursed maiden, you are not good for this palace.
Is it St. Paul's Hospital we are going, Your Majesty?
We're not going to St. Paul. We're going to Ugezu Specialist Hospital.
Come on, come down from there, Mucho. Get down from there. Come on.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty!
My son, you were taken to the hospital. Is no more. Both of you were there, and my son and my wife were kidnapped, right?
They came to us on our way, Your Majesty. They came with guns. There was nothing we could do. Something.
Boy, they took the crown prince of this kingdom. He is the heir apparent to the throne. Who are you? Who is this person? Bugging my phone. Who are you?
I'm not a kidnapper, Your Majesty. I'm just a disadvantaged young man of this kingdom. who was forced to sell his conscience to Satan. I'm calling to see if you're up to what I was told.
So why are you talking to me about all this rubbish? Why?
I'm not talking about your wife, Your Majesty, because I know you will not come for her. I'm talking about little Joseph, your prince.
Wait a minute. Are you the person that kidnapped my son and my wife?
You can make it the shortest kidnap ever. I'm not going to hurt any of them. Just make 20 million naira available to us. Your wife and your son will be back with you in the palace.
Please, how do you want the money?
Do you have the money already?
Yes, I am going to get the money. Please, continue to be a gentleman and do not molest an innocent child and an unarmed woman they have not done anything to you. Please, in 30 minutes time, I will get the money ready for you, depending on where you want it.
Do not play the smart king by involving the police. If you invite them, they will arrest me quite alright. But be sure of one thing, that your wife and your son, I will kill them. The choice is yours.
I'm not a fool. I'm not a fool. I know what is required of me. Please, I will get the money. I will get the money. Where do you want it?
Wait at Anglican Gate. My boys will meet you up there to collect the money. Your Highness, do not involve the police to arrest them there or thrill them. If they call me that anyone is thrilling them, I will kill your wife and your son. Come to Anglican Gate with the money and come alone.
I want you to keep every place safe.
Should I come with you, Your Majesty?
It's possible 20 million naira is no money to me. The money is not the issue. Just a clean job. You can see I'm doing my job.
Where is the money? Open the boot.
I received. My main concern now is that I have eventually discovered that the people we trust in this palace should not even be trusted.
This is all very confusing. What are you talking about?
I overheard the criminals discussing in a low tone. They said Chidima told them that the man is capable of paying 100 million. They were even mad with the Oga for mentioning just 20 million.
Serious, are you?
I am telling you what I found out. Some people in this palace are giving out deadly information to the enemies of this palace. I had them mention Chidima, and I'm sure she's not the only one involved in this.
It is very encouraging to get the assurance from you that we have enough money to take care of my baby and I. Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
This is unacceptable. Why is she such an ingrate?
Your Majesty, so what are you going to do now?
Okay. We need to pay off. Yes, we need to pay off our palace workers and replace them with new ones immediately.
If possible, we'll go for graduates. The graduates are better. They cannot be easily deceived. Imagine if those hoodlums had killed my son. Imagine. Please let us not argue about this. Let them all just leave this palace. Franchise Yebapua. Why are you looking like someone in trouble?
Your Majesty, the king has just sacked all of us that work in this palace.
Why?
He said the decision is based on security. We must leave the palace before noon after collecting 1 million naira each from the accountant.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you were affected. It's so unfortunate. Meanwhile, go and tell Chidima to bring the child immediately. She must not live with the child.
Your Majesty, they have already handed the child over to one Madam Ezeama from Osili. They are out of the palace with the child as we speak.
What did you say? Why would the king allow them to live with the princess? Why?
Your Majesty, all the workers in the palace are demoralized. I was personally hoping to remain here until I'm married so that the king will attend my wedding.
Get out! I said they get out! I'm thinking of something very important. You're here talking about your wedding. How could you be so stupid?
I'm sorry.
Come on, get out! Don't leave. What have I achieved? I have achieved nothing. Oh my God. My plan was to get rid of Chidima and have total control of the child. I have gotten rid of Chidima and even my trusted maiden. Now the child has been taken to another. Hey! If you want more. Hey.
My daughter, one thing you need to know is that if one door didn't close, another door will not open. That you've been sacked from the palace should not weigh you down. You can always find a better job. Eh? Or you may even decide to go into business with the money they gave you. Eh? Before you know it now, Ibagoro, Enari. Million.
Mama, you let one too. Mama, in fact, you won't believe it. I'm not thinking about it anymore.
Hey.
This sack, I'm not thinking about it anymore. I know I have to move on with my life. So, that is it.
That's my girl.
And there is something I still want to tell you.
What is that?
You know,
don't be shy now. Let me hear you.
I have a man in my life.
Eh?
Mama, I would have told you since, but because of the child, I had to lose this child. That's the reason why.
He's going to marry you. How? Chimo. Ada became. Ada bodo yibom. How?
Very soon.
Chine kobo tu akidie. Eh?
Come and see.
How? Eh?
And my only worry is that I have a strong feeling that the king was induced by the queen.
Why should you say a thing like that?
My mother queen. She seemed to be very nice. She is a very wicked woman. Very wicked woman.
Hey, Chibo! Hey! Chibo!
Provide the money fast.
Hey.
Tell us one story you're dead.
Hey!
Mama, leave me alone. It's behind Mama's dressing mirror.
Where?
Behind the dressing mirror.
Hey! Hey! Chibo! Hey, unu we fọdụrụ n'anya. Unu we fọdụrụ n'anya. How? Unu we fọdụrụ n'anya. Hey! I can't see Jay. Hey! Chiemerie! Hey! How? 1 million.
Ichi Obadala, I greet you.
Lola, you are welcome.
Thank you.
I hope you are not coming here because of that soap issue. If it is so, I'm not going to give you any listening attention.
Can't you at least offer me a seat?
Lolo, if there is anything you want to say, just be brief about it.
She's no longer in Ezeama kingdom. She has been taken to Okoli. Now you can see she's no longer under the protection of the gods of Ezeama kingdom. I want you to pin her to death there.
Lolo, were you told that the gods do not protect their subjects when they exist in another kingdom? Why are you over-laboring yourself over this issue? Lolo, the truth remains that I am not part of it. And I will not be part of it.
Hello?
The operation was successful. My boys robbed the poor girl and all the money is intact. What do we do next?
Nothing. You and your boys can share the money. I just want to show that useless girl. I want to teach her a lesson for disobeying me.
I am at your service. Anything you want from me, anything, do not hesitate to call me.
Thank you. You have said it all. If I need you, I'll call you. Since you're not ready to do this for me, because if you want to do it, I know you can do it. Is there anyone you can recommend for me?
Lolo, if it is to make you cry like a he-goat, I will do it easily because your hands are soiled in blood. Lolo, don't force me. In fact, Lolo, stop coming to my compound. Stop.
There is something we need to understand here. All these children in the palace are the same. And they are one blood. And they must be treated as such. I do not want a repetition of what happened today. Ever again.
Okay, Your Majesty. I've heard you. I will take note.
Go and bath. have your bath. Do not take this to heart, okay? I'm sure your mother did not mean to hurt you, right?
Thank you, Father.
She will not punish you. Never again.
Get up from there! Get up! Get up from there! Get up! Get up from there!
Mom.
Who is your mom? Who gave you the right to report me, the queen mother of Ezeama kingdom, to the king? Who gave you the right?
To you, my father saw me kneeling down.
Get him easy.
So I told him everything.
You told him? And who told you you can tell him anything? And who gave you the right to tell him anything?
He asked me. Mom, I can't lie to my father.
Any other day I see you talking to the king, I will skin you alive. You are a nobody in this palace, and you must not regard yourself as anything. Because he calls you Ada. You are not, and you will never be Ada. Damn. Danny! Easy. Akwabi. Easy.
Why? How long have you been watching us?
Does it really matter? At least I'm not disappointed that my children are wonderful dancers.
Oh my God, Mother, is that what you think?
It's not what I think, it's what I know, based on what I've seen. Just go ahead and enjoy yourself.
Okay, how was your day though?
We'll talk about that later. Just go ahead, do your thing.
Alright. Well, Cody was crazy.
How many times have I warned you to stop calling me mom? Are you deaf? You are an imposition on me in this palace. Address me as your majesty, just like every other palace worker.
But you're my mom.
What are you doing here?
I'm reading. Praying for my exam.
You're reading or you're resting? Have you finished what I asked you to do?
Yes, I finished everything that you asked me to do.
That is why you have to come here and rest. And who told you you can rest in this palace? Who told you?
I'm reading. I'm not resting.
Come on, get out! You can deceive the king with this your holier than thou action. You can never deceive me. You see, I will frustrate you in this palace until you commit suicide. I will frustrate you. I will frustrate you. I will frustrate you. Monsieur!
lecture. She's got a heart of a star. She is so beautiful. Yes, she's so beautiful, so beautiful. Lost in the fear of her life, soaked in the tears that she cries.
I have seen the results of Joseph and Ada. While Joseph failed woefully, Ada's is exceptionally wonderful, exceptionally good. You should be ashamed of yourself. You have continued to fail and repeat classes. And Ada, your own sister, who you gave 3 years, has already caught up with you in the class. And she's about to enter the university before you.
Father, seriously, you have to use your good office to wade into this issue. I don't know what's wrong with my teachers. I write very well. It's like they don't like my face. You know, I don't know why they keep failing me. Maybe because I'm your son.
Will you shut up? Keep quiet and stop talking like a fool. I have talked with your teachers, and all of them confirm that you are not serious with your studies.
So why are we paying them the kind of amounts we are paying them? If they cannot teach the children very well, if they have taught him well, he will pass his exams.
Can you listen to your voice? Of course, I have nothing to say to that. Nothing whatsoever. His carefree life, which you taught him, has been responsible for his failures in examinations.
So are you now blaming me?
I have decided to give out something very special to any of my children who proves to be academically sound. My dear, here is a dress specially made for winners. Come. I present this dress to you in appreciation for your sound results. The sound results you've been posting, been bringing home to the family. I'm going to send you to the university of your choice in this country. Once you're able to make your university matriculation exams.
Thank you very much, Daddy. I promise to always make you proud.
It's a good child.
What's wrong with you guys? You guys are acting like little pussies. What's your problem? Aren't you ready for the big league? Huh? Would have been 50 million naira richer by now. What did you do now? This is highly unacceptable now. What did you do now? I'm holding you look responsible for this nonsense. I beg your pardon. Yes. Hold me responsible for what? Were you not the guys that were talking and shouting like fools? Bullshit. Total bullshit.